You're now watching the Real-Izm Mag TV. Sometimes I ain't even got to introduce myself, but a lot of y'all might, you know what I'm saying, look at these right here and not figure out who I am. So I hold up the chain and let it say my name. Your little homie 3 feeds it. 318, flip the 8 2 times, and we still straight top of the boot. Ratchet City, we in here.
AnWhat entertainment. I go by the name of 3 feeds it, right? Hey, baby, where you at? Alright. We up in here, stand up.
I like the ensemble you got on right now. Appreciate you.
Yes, I had to come in with a good spirit. You know?
Yes, sir.
I am in a party in spirit. That's why they can catch me at the Coco.
Yes,
I
sir.
fell in love with the Coco.
What y'all got planned for tonight, man? This is New Year's Eve. What y'all got planned for tonight?
Oh man, we talking about one of the largest party ever. You know, they got a lot of stuff going on downtown, the fireworks and all that. No matter, you know, a lot of kickbacks, a lot of house parties. But no matter what they doing, when they get through doing what they doing, if they still got any juice left, they gonna end up at the Coco. For the ones that ain't at the Coco, they done turned down and went to sleep. They gotta go to work. They gotta take care of them babies. They gotta cook. They gotta do something else. But hey, the ones that got any kind of juice left, you already know it's going down at the Coco for sure though.
Already, man. Man, first of all, I just want to say I appreciate you for coming through, man. Thank you.
Respect.
Thank you. Now, let's talk about the man that I'm interviewing right now. Well, this ain't no interview. I don't like calling 100 Talks. This is a conversation, bro. This is a convo.
Let's talk about it.
Man, introduce yourself, man. Let them know, man. Who is 3 feet?
Oh, man. 3 feet. That's a little dude. Started out playing basketball, all kind of sports. He was always the shortest one, so they called him 3 feet because they thought he wasn't growing. He ain't going to grow no more. But I got a little taller, but you know what I'm saying? I still don't call myself a baller. I'm just out here, you hear me? I'm managing Hurricane Chris, you know what I'm saying, who was a national recording artist. And then not only that, me and him had a single together with Mike Jones,
right?
Which made me a national recording artist. So I still get a little bit of my check every now and then, you know. So I started from all that, and then now I manage Bebe, and we got the whole AnWhat entertainment movement, got Team Jabbo movement, you know. We just got a lot going on right now, and we've been partnered up with a lot of guys from in the city, outside the city. We just been making power moves, but you know, Bebe right now is the #6 DJ in the country, you know, inside the Source magazine, and we got a deal with MMG. We got a deal with Young Jeezy with the Avion Tequila. So tonight we taking shots of tequila, baby. That Avion, let's get it. CTE, you know. We got the single. Baby working on like a DJ Khaled type album. You know what I'm saying? But he gonna start, you know, performing a little bit more. But he ain't gonna be no rapper. He gonna be Bebe.
Right.
You know, and if you ever been to Coco's or been to a party, you know, Bebe is one of the best MCs you're gonna ever see.
No doubt.
He take a party from 0 to 1,000. You know what I'm saying? And so little time. You know, you like, God, what happened? You know. But so we got him collabing, and we got a single right now with Kevin Gates, Kurt Cobain, and Ant Banks from Shreveport. You know what I'm saying? Putting it down, and we about to take off with that real major. We finna shoot the video. We got about 3-4 deals on the table with that. We just sitting back and trying to outweigh our options and make sure that, you know what I'm saying, that we make our next move our best move. So, you know, just because the money there or just because these people over here got the power, you know what I'm saying, don't mean it's going to be the best move for us.
Right.
In our situation, in our city, and the people that support us. So we got a lot of major things going on right now with the Bebe and the AnWhat movement. Then, you know, I got my kid, you know what I'm saying, Baby 3 and his little brothers, and AnWhat Nation kids, Tunu, Myron, Jay, London, Real, Kyrie, you know what I'm saying? So we like we moving. Then, you know, we got the little homies, Yoshi. Yoshi got a lot going on. He got the major, he one of the biggest marketers around here with their marketing promotion. Then he got a single himself where them girls at. And you know, we just like our family is, you know what I'm saying? And I want to take let me take my glasses off, let me take my hair off, let me take all this off. I just want to say R.I.P. to my brother Beezy. You
right.
You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. to Beezy. We lost a soldier. You know, he was holding it down from the radio to the club to the streets. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, ever since we lost Beezy, our family has really got close. And we've been, you know what I'm saying, brainstorming, and we really, you know what I'm saying, enjoying in and making our friendship and our business corporate. You know what I'm saying, to be that billion dollar company that we've been supposed to be. You know, like we got a lot of talent, a lot of brains, a lot of money, right here in the city.
Right.
But you got to go out there to get those chicks. So we all understand that, and all of us can't be out there at the same time. So we putting our best players in the best positions, and man, this is real beautiful right now.
Real talk.
Realness.
Oh yeah. A lot of people may not know, or they may or they may not know this, but you wield a lot of influence behind the scenes. You know, you make a lot of moves behind the scenes, and one of those moves was, correct me if I'm wrong here, but one of those moves was you were the one who pulled the strings and got the A-Bay single to the right hands and to the right ears. Is that right or wrong?
You're 100% correct.
Already. Now, how did that come about with Hurricane Chris and then hooking up with Collie Park and all that? How did that work out?
Okay, well, me and Bebe, you know, we do a lot together, you know what I'm saying, business-wise, meaning, like, you may see Bebe, but you'll see 3 Feet on the side. A lot of people think I'm just Bebe homeboy.
Right.
I love it. You know what I'm saying? Only because it's the Realness magazine, I'm going to give y'all a little bit of the real. I can't really let everybody know what I really do. But I like you said, I'm in the background and I'm just sitting back there looking like I'm looking all the time, but I'm really, you know what I'm saying, brainstorming and watching while people watch me or watch TV, you know. So with the Collie Park movement, you know, Bebe was at with DJ Love plugged us with the Mix Show Power Summit, and it's a big radio DJ convention, record label convention. We oversee, you know, we out there on the islands with all the major stars, and you know, I'm just seeing a lot of stuff that, you know, Jabba's always taught me how to work, you know what I'm saying, the radio conventions and stuff, and showed me how to pay attention to the right people and learn what I learned. So I took that and I got over there and I started seeing how the people that we looked up to had much love for Bebe. You know what I'm saying? And DJ Love was rubbing elbows with these guys, you know. So, you know, we was over there and you know, I started, you know what I'm saying, sitting back looking, and I told Bebe to holler at this guy here, and hey, that's Jab boy right there. And you know, these people that Jab been talking to him every day, like you know, the big names, the Trump Marshalls and the big guys over at all these big labels, these guys who started out as interns like I did. You know, they've been rubbing elbows for years, so I knew that Jab knew him, and I would tell Bebe, hey, that's Jab boy. So when we get over there, we'd holler at him, hey, Shreveport, baby,
right.
And they just automatically show us love. So we got in good with those people, and then, you know, from that convention to Juicy J and 36 Mafia had a listening party. They was out in L.A., had, you know, strippers there and all the DJs and everything, and, you know, Bebe had the CD. So Bebe, you know, they been listening to 36 Mafia all day. Bebe the only DJ bold enough to sneak over there and put his CD in the player. So, boom, hey Bebe. Everybody started saying his name, and you know they bouncing to the beat. Everybody tipsy, the strippers dancing. So they having a good vibe. It just happened. Just so happened one of the DJs there was King Art, and King Art is a mix show DJ or one of the biggest DJs in Atlanta. And he was on at this time. He had a good show, and you know he told Bebe he was gonna go back and take it to the A. So he went back to the A, broke the record. Collie Park heard the record. He called Baton Rouge. Hey, that's Lil Boosie. I need Lil Boosie. Where Lil Boosie at? Just so happened we connected. You know, so me and Bebe, it was like a Thursday night. We just got through doing the show, and we just got back in the Shreveport like 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning. You know, so from the time he dropped me off at home to about 10 o'clock, Bebe calling me back. You know, this ain't, you know, like, I'm like, bro, we just got home, so I know if he calling, it got to be something important. From like 8 that morning to the time he called me, he had 7 to 10, it was 7, maybe 7 missed calls from major DJs all around the country, because when he called the Baton Rouge, Super Mike said, nah, that ain't Boosie. That's Bebe. Call Bebe, that Bebe artist. So Collie Park got in touch with us that night. Friday night, Collie Park was at Coco's. We snuck Hurricane and Coco's and let him perform. Collie Park left with us with a check.
All right. Well, I'll be damned, boy.
So they just show you how, like, me and Bebe had the song playing in 15 markets before we even, you know what I'm saying, got recognized. So, you know what I'm saying, it was brewing, it was bound to happen, but the way that it happened, it was amazing, you know. It just so happened that, you know, we was hungry and the city was hungry and they were behind us, and you know, together we came in, and Hurricane was hot as an artist, but
right.
the Bebe-based single wasn't as hot as the movement, you know.
Okay.
So we caught the single up with the movement here, but outside of Shreveport, the single was blazing.
Right, it was.
It was blazing. Like, we on the road, you know, Me and Hurricane, we were getting it before they even realized what time it was. Hurricane went from getting $100 to show to he was getting 1,500, 2,500, 3,500. And you know, people wonder why I'm coming in Coco late. Yeah, we just went and got a bag. Y'all don't even know what time it is, you know. And I put Big Papa down with the game. I had Big Red on my team.
Right, I remember that.
And then and people ain't know it, but I put Wild Yellow down with the game.
I remember that.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So a lot of rappers was rapping in this market, but they weren't able to say that I rap for a living and I can make a living out being a rapper. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's what I did for the city. You know, I ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying, sound selfish or nothing, but I know, you know what I'm saying, like I made sure a lot of people eat.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So do you feel you get the respect you deserve for that?
I mean, like I don't have no problem with that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know. You know what I'm saying? Like 3 Feet, he know what he doing. You know what I'm saying? Now he might be an asshole. You know what I'm saying? That's because you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Of whoever informed you, but once you come meet me to know me is to love me. You know
Right.
It ain't nothing but love with me.
Already. Now, when that single took off, I mean, really took off like it's on Billboard and all that. What did that do for y'all? You know, as individuals, both as individuals and as industry players.
Oh man, it was like the best feeling ever is to go to another city where you don't know nobody, you ain't never been there. But as soon as you get there and you put the radio on, they playing your single. You hear your voice, you hear your culture. You know what I'm saying? Now you got to go in, like we taught the world about ratchet.
Right.
Ratchet should be in a dictionary as an everyday term. You know what I'm saying? Not just as a tool, but as a noun, a person, place, or thing. Because ratchet can be a verb, ratchet can be an adverb. It just depends on how you use ratchet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like Mandigo, he is a genius for coming up with the ratchet and the whole ratchet movement.
Yes,
you know
he
what
is.
I'm saying? But you know, with him having the ratchet movement and us having the music and we combined all that together, we had to go and teach the world ratchet, and from there, like, you know what I'm saying, we didn't even know how big that was gonna be. But still to this day, like, you can't turn on no TV show, no radio. Wherever you go, you're gonna hear the term ratchet, and it's used the way that we taught the world to use it.
Right. Let's pause right there. Let's talk about that for a minute, man. Ratchet being an industry word now, everybody uses. I'm talking about Wiz Khalifa, Iggy Azalea, man, and all that came from right here in this city, right here, bro.
Real talk.
Now, what's your thoughts on Mustard saying that he's doing ratchet music and calling Los Angeles Ratchet City? What's your thoughts on that?
I love that because what that is, a lot of people ain't understand. Like, once a term gets out there, then people start living by that. That don't mean that they not living ratchet. They living ratchet all over the world. So if they believe in it and they live in it, then that's what that is. Like, we say we crunk. The term crunk come from Memphis, but who get the credit for it?
Atlanta.
ATL.
Right.
So once they come up with a term, people start living it. You know what I'm saying? And they believe in it and live it more than you live it. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't mad at that, but at the same time, Mustard came and got with Hurricane to solidify the ratchet movement. You know what I'm saying? So that was nothing but respect for that, you know? And that's why Hurricane got the ratchet song with Boosie. We just shot the video not too long ago. The video finna take off. Hurricane shaking back, and he got a lot going on too, you know? So, like well, it ain't that he gotta shake back, because when you leave with a hit, you know what I'm saying? You left the game on top. You know what I'm saying? So now that you just come back and get active, that's what I mean by that. I don't want nobody, you know, every time they see something, they hear something, they hear it the wrong way. I'm gonna say it so they can understand it, and
Right.
I'm gonna break it down to ignorance, and however you want to say it, I'll break it down to the simple form that it can be broken down to, you know. But yeah, Hurricane my dog. But yeah, back to what I was saying, Mustard, you know, he you know what I'm saying, I can't see nothing but, you know what I'm saying, respect from that. You know what I'm saying? That's big, you know what I'm saying? Like, they believe in what we believe in. And we've been believing in what they've been believing in for years.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Everything from the money game to the Crips and everything.
Right.
The Crips started and the Blood started in California.
Right.
Then it came down south. So how is we banging harder than it is in Cali? And that's where it started from. So, I mean, it just, once you throw that out there and people start living it, you can't tell them how to live it. It's just about that toy, you know what I'm saying, like a little baby. Somebody buy you a toy, you don't like it till somebody else come over there and play with it.
That's real time. Okay.
You had that toy the whole time.
That's one hell of an analogy. Okay.
Yeah.
Real
They
talk.
taught me that.
All right, man. Now back to the initial discussion on you and Hurricane. You know, I don't even know if you remember this. You remember me interviewing you back in '07?
Yeah.
Okay.
That.
Now back then that was back when you and Hurricane had y'all split and you were talking about that. But what happened with that? What caused y'all to go? You going this way, him going that way? What caused the split?
Well, you know, in this situation, you know, money is the root of all evil. You know, big chicks coming in, we didn't, you know what I'm saying, really couldn't say, you know what I'm saying, what to do or what this chick went and, you know what I'm saying, and, you know, everybody moving fast and we spending money over here and come back and spend money over there. Then somewhere along the way, somebody else can see something different and they got their eye on the prize, so they influence you to move this way and you end up bumping heads and, you know, and then you don't have a chance to just sit down and discuss it. And then when you finally realize and say, hey, I miss my nigga, I miss my brother, I miss my homie. And then you sit down, hey man, why we ain't do that? Ah, you was mad because I had them white shoes. I bought you the black shoes. You ain't never asked for them. So when you realize, you're like, ah, man, we you tripping up, man. Let's get this money.
Right.
So it just, you know, a bunch of moving fast. When you get in the industry, you faced with a lot of things that you really don't know and you really can't, you know what I'm saying, deal with until you deal with it. And then with Hurricane being younger,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, you had people trying to make decisions for him and move for him, and you know he was listening to people, like he had to bump around and find himself, and you know, like it was like a movie. You know what I'm saying? It was like a movie when you see with any group, you know what I'm saying, the 5 heartbeats, you know, they all, you know what I'm saying, fell out. Eddie Kane, you know, then they missed their brother, tried to shake him back. Then when they all get old, then they all like, man, we were tripping on nothing, man. We really loved each other, and you know that's kind of like what we went through.
Okay. Now, did you hear about the accusations of you and Bay stealing money from him? Did you ever? Okay. Now, what were you?
About that.
Right. I'm sure you did.
What
right.
I said, like you hear certain things from people, and versus you saying that, hey, let me go sit down and ask them, hey, what happened to this money? Or let's come down and say, this money over here, what happened to that? Oh, well, what is? You remember that chain you bought? Where did that money come from? Or you remember those? Remember when we went out to eat this time when we was in New York? We didn't know how much that food was gonna cost, and it cost $2,500, and we used to pay $250, so we had to spend that extra money just to, you know what I'm saying, stay afloat in front of these big executives, you know what I'm saying. So, but we was in New York the next day. We on the airplane, and you know we moving, you know what I'm saying. It's just a bunch of moving fast and not really sitting down and working out, you know what I'm saying, and ironing everything out.
Okay. Now, how were y'all able to come together as men? Who initiated the conversation and say, hey, bro, fuck all the bullshit, let's get back together?
You know, the damn ambassador.
Okay.
Goddamn ambassador. Yeah, man. You know, baby gonna be a preacher, man. Baby gonna be a preacher. You know, he always, you know what I'm saying. Me and Hurricane, we in Dallas doing a show. I'm looking at him like this. He looking at me. You know what I'm saying. We both performing together. You know what I'm saying. We taking pictures together. But you know what I'm saying. It's just like your parents. Sometimes you get into it with your brother. You know what I'm saying, and you don't want to say nothing to your brother, but you still got to go in the kitchen and eat at the same table with your brother. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't know a family that ain't fell out. You know what I'm saying? Or that didn't have a disagreement. You know what I'm saying? But you know, by us being real, like I can call him right now. If I tell him, if he in the city and I call him, he'll be up here within 5-10 minutes, because he know one thing, it's real. And it's the same thing with me. He call me and tell me, hey, I'm in Atlanta, and once I need you here tonight, I'm on the internet trying to find the next flight out. And that's the kind of relationship that we got. We ain't got to talk every day, but if he call me, I'm there. And if I call him, shoot, he coming. Or if he can't come, if it's money I need, it's money, gram, Walmart to Walmart, or go check my bank account. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever it is. If I need some heat, he out there. You know what I'm saying? So that's my little brother, you know what I'm saying? And it sometimes take for you to go through other stuff to realize how much you love your brother.
Right.
Like I said, when I lost Beezy, like, you know what I'm saying, I didn't realize how much that took out of me, but everybody been closer since then. You know what I'm saying? Everybody.
Right.
Everybody.
It's a shame you gotta lose somebody for that to happen, though.
Real talk.
No.
Beezy died, the whole city cried.
Real talk. Now I need you to spell a rumor for me. You know, whether it be true or false, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's the 100 talk. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep it 100.
Right.
Now, there was one artist that you had under your stable, and Sony Records, or some people say it was Sony, it could have been another major label. They called you and they were interested in that artist, but you said, nah, they ain't ready. And that kind of put him on the back burner a little bit longer. True or false?
Nah, it depends on which artist you talking about.
Why Yellow?
Nah. If I did that, if Sony would have called me for Yellow, we'd have been out of here.
Okay.
Nah, I wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? If I had the opportunity to bless somebody and help them better their life, you know, and I know it's money involved, and if only way I can make money if he make money, nah, I ain't gonna never say nah to that. You know what I'm saying? I'd be a damn fool. Anybody would be a fool to say nah. You know what I'm saying? I don't want him to make a 100,000 so I can make 20,000, or I don't want him to make $1 million so I can make 100,000, 200,000. Come on, man. I'm trying to help whoever get into the 6,000 and 7,000 so I can get, you know, I'm in the 6 and 7 digits. You know what I'm saying? So I can get my, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Man, we gotta break bread.
Now that's real talk. I'm glad you said that, because a lot of times when people hear rumors, they don't think for themselves. They just go along with what they hear.
Yeah.
Yo, why the fuck would a manager tell a nigga, nah, we ain't gonna take this deal, when that's also cutting your money out?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Like for real, like a manager can't make no money unless the artist making money. You know what I'm saying? But when he get his check, I need me. Oh, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, like that would be like whoever. Like I don't know what manager would say nah to a check. You know, I mean, like I say, all money ain't good money. The only way you say nah to this check if it's a bigger check over there.
Okay.
But I ain't gonna be no bluffing. Like when I made the decision to roll with Khaled Park, we had Rap-A-Lot on the table. We had E1, and then we had Khaled Park.
Okay.
I looked at it like this right here. Rap-A-Lot in Houston, E1, they up in the Big Apple.
Right.
You know, Khaled Park, he in the A. He got all the connects. You know, like Atlanta is the music capital to me. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I know whatever work in Atlanta, like that's what Lil Jon and all the artists from Atlanta, like even to this day, still that all the new artists coming out of Atlanta. So, if you got the streets and the clubs in Atlanta, then you can shoot. And they got so much influence, like whatever they play in Atlanta, the rest of the world gonna play.
Right. So how did Polo Grounds come to the fold then, with y'all going to Khaled Park?
Because Polo Ground, well, Brian Leach had just got some millions from Clive Davis to start his own label.
Okay.
Khaled Park knew that, so Khaled Park called him, and he had Hurricane lined up and he had Soulja Boy on deck. Well, really, both of them was running neck and neck.
I remember that. Okay.
And people don't know it, but Soulja Boy was in Streetport for the A-Bay video. You know what I'm saying? They just so happened that his cameo ain't make the final cut. You know, so you know. You have to look at it crazy, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, a lot of stuff be going on and people don't be knowing, but the whole Khaled Park movement was he joined in as partners with us to go and get us a major deal.
Right.
He didn't come in and sign us. He came in and partnered up with us.
Right, and see, a lot of people got that confused. A lot of people thought he had signed y'all to the label.
Nah, he was our partner, and he went and hooked up with Brian Leach. That's who had the major deal.
Right.
And he partnered up with Khaled Park, and then got the deal through J Records.
Okay, so he was more so the liaison, the go-between.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you now. I got you.
He was the middleman and the plug.
Right. Okay, I got you. So with you and Bay, Khaled Park, Brian Leach, and J Records, Clive Davis, was that too many hands in one pot for one artist?
Nah, it wasn't too many. That's more like every deal that go around to this day. Like, you ain't gonna find no deal where it's on. You very seldom gonna find like a Master P. Like Master P fucked the game up with that. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna find no too many people besides Baby, and you know what I'm saying. Well, you got Macklemore, who's still independent and getting that major money, but other than that, you know, you ain't gonna find like hottest artists got deals like that. Even Rick Ross, you know what I'm saying, Jeezy, they ain't went through so many deals. Now they finally establishing themselves to where they can, you know what I'm saying, be on their own. But you see their name changing and the way it's spelled on BET, and you know they can't have the same names, and they have to go through stuff to as they learn. You know what I'm saying? But just coming out the pot as a rookie, shit, that's beautiful.
Right, okay. Now, still talking about polo grounds, this one thing I always was curious about, and I would hear through the grapevine, was the intricacy of the Hurricane deal. And I'm glad you're sitting here to dispel this, or maybe even confirm it. From what I was told, the only way that Hurricane and the single A Bay were going to be able to make it onto a national level was for Lava House to come in on it, because Funk Dog was signed to Lava House. Is that true or false?
True and false.
Okay. Explain for me.
Whenever you do a song with a producer, that producer got more rights on the song than the artist do.
Okay.
So when that deal come in, if that artist ain't signed or that producer ain't signed, you know what I'm saying, they get the deal direct. But if that producer is signed to a label, then you got to deal with that label.
Right. Okay.
So Manigo, like I said, he was a genius. That nigga had all his paperwork with all his artists. You know, so you know what I'm saying? Like that nigga, you know, he was real brilliant, and he had his everything together. So when the deal came, it wasn't no go and talk to Papa, no go and talk to Angelo, no go and talk to Funk Dog. You had to talk to Manigo. You know what I'm saying? So the label come down, and Manigo, a businessman, like, bro, I got these people down here, they want to sign Funk. You know what I'm saying? So if they want to sign Funk, then, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I got this other stuff over here y'all ain't thinking about, so once y'all gonna give me a check just for this right here, go ahead and give me a check for all this, you know what I'm saying? And we can make some work, you know what I'm saying? So
right.
they were like, well, damn, we done hit a gold mine. You know what I'm saying? We hit a gold mine dealing with Manigo, so, you know what I'm saying? Then he, like I say, dude was brilliant. I just hate that he ain't here.
Right,
You know what I'm
right,
saying,
right.
to really, you know what I'm saying, see exactly, you know what I'm saying, how beautiful things are out here right now.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, I had Breeze here for the 100 Talk. You didn't see the 100 Talk with Breeze?
I seen parts of it.
Okay, man, that shit was classic, man. And I asked him a question that he wasn't able to answer because he's not in the upper ranks, and I respected him for that. Why are they bringing so many out-of-town artists or out-of-state artists when, like you just said, there's talent right here?
I'm part of the AnWhat brand, but I'm not the head general. A lot of questions, a lot of people have, I really can't answer. You feel me?
I feel you.
They didn't deal. They deal with me.
But the question was, the criticism that AnWhat was receiving from the local artists around here. Why are they bringing so many out of town artists when we right here? You got rappers right here. Why we ain't on the stage? Why you bringing T Cash or so and so out here so much? Why is Kevin Gates on stage so much when we right here? What's the one thing that you want artists around here to understand when you're bringing these bigger acts out here?
Yeah, bro. Like, only thing you gotta do is stay ready. Like, it ain't all about performing. Like, when people coming down here, it's good to perform, but you gotta know why you doing what you doing. Like, even with radio, if your song ain't prepared to be sold, then why is it on the radio? When people hear a song on the radio, they want to purchase that and listen to it on their own personal time. And if your song isn't available to be bought, then why are you dying to have your song on the radio? When you're performing in the club, you're supposed to be promoting. If you don't have anything to promote, what's so big about performing in the club? You gotta have a rhyme for a reason, and that's what a manager's supposed to tell you.
Shameless plug.
Oh, my bad. But nah, real talk though, you just gotta know, you know what I'm saying? You gotta know why you moving, my nigga. You gotta know, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like if they tell you in school, my nigga, you gotta plan your work and work your plan. You gotta set it up and know why you moving and why you going to the club. You ain't just going to the club to drink and holler at bitches. Now when you're in the club, you listening to music. You trying to see what type of vibe they got in this culture. That's a bunch of game I could have sold to y'all right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you out there, my nigga, everything is a lesson. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be, you know what I'm saying, oh, I'm in the club with Floyd Mayweather. Okay, but what that's gonna do for you when you go back home? You gonna put that in your rap, or you gonna listen to the type music that he was pouring into and try to make that type of music? Like, what's your rhyme for reason? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can be in the club with P. Diddy. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean Diddy gonna listen to you. They can play
Right.
your song during P. Diddy middle of his show. That don't mean he gonna sign you.
Right.
But if you over there and they play your shit and the club goes stupid, and afterwards you have somebody who, you know what I'm saying, passing something to Diddy to make you remember that shit that just rocked out, then you might have a good chance of getting looked at or getting hollered at, or you'll get the attention of whatever celebrity that was around at that time. So do your homework first and have your hood support you, your city support you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then you niggas gotta stop lying to your homeboys and shit. That shit ain't jamming. You ain't your homeboy like that shit, nigga. Like, keep it real with your homeboy. Nigga, you know goddamn well if you get out the car with your homeboy and play that shit for your girl ain't gonna like that shit.
Right.
Your girl gonna tell you put that Kevin Gates back on, put that Boosie back on. You know what I'm saying? Put it on. Baby ain't on the radio. Jab ain't on the radio. I was Scooter and was on. Man, come on, man. Your homeboy lying to you, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta start keeping it real with each other, my nigga. That shit, okay, that shit sound good to us. But now we gotta make something that them hoes gonna like.
Right.
Yeah, man. We gotta start keeping it real.
Okay, man. So in your experience, man, this is I promise you when I say this is the last question. I mean, shit just getting so good. I'm sorry, but in your experience, man, what is the number one fuck up that niggas do when they trying to get up out this motherfucker?
Talking about how hot you is. To me, now this is a personal 3 feet opinion. When you approach whoever you approach, my nigga, stop lying. Talking about how fucking hot you is. Because if you was hot, my nigga, it'd have been a bitch and already told me about you before you even came to me. You know what I'm saying? It not ever because female. I ain't trying to diss nobody, but disrespect nobody. They're just a figure of speech. But a female gonna listen to music before a nigga.
Right.
Anyway,
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So if your music is appealing to that female, then she gonna go and tell her homegirl, and word of mouth is the best promotion when it comes down to music or anything. Word of mouth. If you got word of mouth, then like they gonna tell you, like, you know what I'm saying, he the truth or see how you know when a nigga got money. Because you done heard that female talking about how she liked that nigga or how she saw that nigga with that money, and she talking about him like that?
Right.
Bitch, I got money too. You know what I'm saying? And that's all it is with the rap game. You hear her saying, oh yeah, I jammed Kevin Gates. This bitch don't know nothing about no Arm & Hammer. She don't know nothing about Luca Brasi. She don't even know who Luca Brasi is.
Right.
But she like Kevin Gates. You know what I'm saying? She heard one song, Satellite. You don't even know what a satellite is. You can talk about the fat on your legs. But it sound good, so she like Satellite. And the nigga, you know what I'm saying, who like her, you know what I'm saying, he over there listening to her conversation on how she like Satellite. So he like, damn, I'm making music, I rap. Shit, bitch need to be saying it about my song.
Right.
But you don't have that appeal because your homeboy ain't keep it real with you when you was recording that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm just saying.
I'm at the point right now where this is your time to talk. You already doing your thing, man. So this your time right here. These your closing statements, man. You got anything you want to leave the people with?
Yeah, I leave them with a little game before I go. You heard me? Your little homie 3 fees. I try to keep it all trill, like all times. You heard me? If you ever see me, I ain't never too busy to stop and acknowledge nobody. If you got time to talk to me, I got time to listen, but be respectful about it wherever we at. You know what I'm saying? If you see me at church, don't talk about no rap stuff while we at church, just to get my number so we can talk about it later on. If you see me out to eat, don't expect me to stop eating. You know what I'm saying? To talk about a discussion. You know what I'm saying? Be respectful and let me eat, and then after that we can talk about it. Or at the same time, I'm not gonna come to your house and sit on your floor without, you know what I'm saying, acknowledging everybody and say, hey, is it cool for me to sit down and chill with you and then we can run it? You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna come to your job while you at McDonald's flipping burgers and expect for you to stop, you know what I'm saying, doing what you doing to come up here and holler at me about a song I want to do in the studio later on. Your manager ain't gonna like that, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying, I just keep it trill, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, shout out to the big homie Jabba Jaw for teaching me the game. Big homie Bebe lacing me down. You know what I'm saying? Quinn always giving me an opportunity at the radio station. Shout out to all my rap brothers, you know what I'm saying? All my 318 Hot Boy brothers, you know what I'm saying? Once again, rest in peace to Beezy. Shout out to my kids, you know what I'm saying? Baby 3, you already know. Kyrie, Real Bree, you already know. You know what I'm saying? The whole AnWhat Nation, the whole Shreveport, shit. Whoever else I forgot, you know what I'm saying? Charge to my head, not my heart. You already know we out here. Your little homie 3 Feezy, 318 it, baby. 318, flip the 8 2 times and we still straight. And we still got the whole world hollering. Hey, baby. We out here. Right now.
You knew the phone camera was on, right?
Yeah, I knew all this, man. I knew all this, man.
Okay, the first question I gotta ask is, because this was the first question on everybody's mind, bro. Of all places, why the bathroom?
Man, I don't even motherfucking know. I don't even motherfucking know, you heard?
So they said, so what we gonna run with is that Friday Chicken. We running with that single, but we gonna represent Shreveport, and that's gonna be the first single we running with. Friday Chicken.